Yes, Ibrahim.
Mister,
Mm.
I see you the other time that it was had yesterday, and I don't understand what you do.
You see what?
The video,
Okay.
yes, the recording, and I don't understand it.
You don't understand what, Yabni?
The next audio
I
of
cannot
the
hear you,
video.
Habibi. Allah يسعدك. Make your voice clear and tell me what the exactly thing that you didn't understand.
The next idea of the length and the width and the height.
To find the missing dimension?
Yes.
Okay, look here, Yabni. If the volume is 100, okay? The
Okay.
volume is 100, and the length is 2, and the width is 10. Find the height. Find the height. This is the one?
Yes.
Start with the formula, Habib. Length by width
Yes. في
by height. Don't talk,
by
Yabni.
width
Don't talk.
by.
Do not talk. Just focus.
Okay.
Just focus. You said you don't understand it, right? So just
Right.
focus. Okay. Now, after we write the formula, replace the numbers. The volume, put 100. The length, put 2. The width, put 10. And the height wanted. Is this difficult? 100, 2 by 10, 20, multiply h. Then divide on 20. What's the problem now? What's the problem?
Okay. Yes. Yes. Now I understand.
We didn't take this idea before, yeah, mister? In the area?
Now we take
We
it,
didn't
Mister.
take
We
it,
take it,
right?
but I. Now we take
We
it,
took
Mister.
it. We
We
took
took
it.
it. We
Okay,
took it.
if we took it and we take exam of it, and now you tell me you don't understand it, how come? You need to focus,
No.
Habibi.
Okay. I will focus. Thank you, Mister.
Start. Okay, guys. Today we'll start with lesson 2 in this chapter, surface area of rectangular prism. Now let's remember what we did in the previous lesson. Now, all of us now know the rectangular prism, right? The rectangular prism is a solid figure with 6 rectangles and they are closed. It's like the room you are in now. It's like any box, the juice box, anything like a box with rectangles around, up and down, we call it rectangular prism. The rectangular prism has 3 dimensions: length, width, and height. In the previous lesson, we took how we know the volume of the rectangular prism. And we said that the volume is how much space inside the rectangular prism. And the unit of the volume is a cubic unit. Cubic units means it's exponent 3 or power 3. But I forget to tell you one special case of this one, and I will tell you here about it. Something we call it cube. Cube. I forget to tell you that in the previous lesson. So this is related to the previous lesson, guys. Cube. Guys, let me close the door, please. Thank you. Again, guys, I forgot to tell you about the cube, and this is related to the previous lesson, not today's lesson. Now, the cube, it is rectangular prism, a rectangular prism, but all sides are equal. Means the length equals to the width equals to the height, like this one. Length and width and height are equal. For example, if we have this one here, 3, 3, 3. This we call it cube. We call it a cube. Just how to find the volume of it. If one of them is a 3, if the length is a 3, then the width is a 3 and the height is a 3. So to find the volume, it will be, we know that it's length by width by height. And all of them are 3, so it will be 3 by 3 by 3, which is a 3 power 3, which is 27. 27 what? Cubic units. Only this, just to be sure that you didn't miss it. The cube is a rectangular prism, but all the sides are equal. If you know one side, then all the others are the same. If the side length is a 3, then the all are a 3. Length, width, height, everything is a 3. So you can find the volume easily. Now let's go back here to the surface area of the rectangular prism. Now in the previous chapter, we took area. In the previous lesson, we took volume, how much space inside this rectangular prism. And we said the formula of the volume, don't forget it. It is length multiply width multiply height. Don't forget that. Today we'll take surface area. Now we took the area alone, not surface area. We took area. We took area of parallelograms, rectangles, triangles, trapezoids, polygons, whatever. Now I'll focus here about the area of the rectangle. We know that the rectangle, if it has length and width, and without length and width, it won't be rectangle, then we can find the area of the rectangle, which is length multiply width. This is the area of the rectangle. Let's go back here. Here, I want to find surface area, but not of rectangle. No, this is the area of the rectangle. Surface area of the rectangular prism. The rectangular prism has 6 rectangles. We said that. We said it has the roof, the floor, and the 4 walls around. Now, to find the surface area of the rectangular prism, we need to find the area of each face of it. Now, I will use my other color to get the formula of it. We have formula, but I want you to know how we get the formula. Now, look here, guys. For this box, each opposite faces are equal. Means here in our room here, the floor, the roof and the floor should be equal. If they are equal, then they have the same area. So this face here is congruent or equal in area to the face in the behind. This face here is congruent to this face here. And the roof is congruent to the floor. So we have 6 faces, but each opposite sides means إقبال بعض. Each opposite side should be equal in area. If this length and this width and this height, then what's this should be? This should be the same width. This will be the same length. This will be the same height, right? Now, to find the surface area of the rectangular prism, I will give you the formula here. Surface area equal. Now, let's start with these 2 faces, the floor and the roof. The floor and the roof. What's the area of the floor? The floor is rectangle. The area of it, length multiply width, but it is the same of the roof. So we have 2 areas with length multiply width. So I will start with 2 multiply length multiply width plus this one give you the area of the floor and the roof. Now let's talk about this face, which faces us here, this one. Now this one has length L, and what's its width? It is width the same of the height, right? This one, right? But this one here and the opposite one have the same area. What's the area of this face? It is length by it is width, but it is width, it's not this W, it is what? The height. And we have 2 congruent faces. So here 2 multiply length multiply height plus still two faces now. The face to the left, to the right here, and the face to the left here, and they are congruent, they are equal. What's the area of this face? It is length, which is W, multiply it is width, which is height. So W multiply height, but because we have two faces, I will write 2. 2 multiply W multiply height. This what we have here is the formula about how to find the surface area of the whole 6 faces of the rectangular prism if you know the length and the width and the height. The surface area equal 2 by length by width, 2 by length by height, 2 by width by height. Here, 2 faces, and here, 2 faces, and here, 2 faces. Together, we have the 6 faces together. Now, to find the surface area, you need to apply this formula. This is the second formula in this chapter. The first one is for the volume for the rectangular prism. The second one is the surface area of the rectangular prism. Let's take example about how to find the surface area of a rectangular prism directly. Example, it's from me, not from the book. Example, a rectangular prism, with length 5 meters, width 4 meters, and height 10 meters. Find it is, yesterday we said it is volume. Volume, length by width by height. Hey. But today we'll find what? SA and big letters. SA. SA means surface area, means the area of the whole outside faces. Not volume. في volume وفي area. Volume, how much space inside. Surface area, the area of each face. All of them are rectangles, so I want to find the total area of these rectangles. This is what we mean by surface area. Now let's go back here. A rectangular prism with length 5, width 4, and height 10. Find its surface area. Find its surface area. I'll apply the formula. The formula said, and you need to memorize it, surface area equal 2 multiply length multiply width plus 2 multiply length multiply height plus 2 multiply length multiply width multiply height. Look here, length with width and 2, length with height and 2, width with height and 2. Memorize it. Now apply. Replace the length and the width, they are given. Length, width, height, they are given. Just replace the variables and put your numbers, then calculate. This is equal to multiply the length, how much? 5. This is 5. Multiply the width, 4. This is 4. Follow the formula. Plus comes down. 2 comes down. Multiply length. Again, it is 5. Multiply height. It is 10. Follow the formula. Plus comes down. 2. Multiply the width. It is 4. The height. It is 10. In order of operations, you multiply first, then you add. So I will multiply, then I will add. So here 2 by 5, 10 by 4, 40. Plus 2 by 5, 10 by 10, 100. Plus 2 by 4, 8 by 10, 80. This is equal. Now you add them. 120 with 100, 220. What's the unit meter? Meter, I will back to power 2. Why? It is area. So, for the rectangular prism until now, we can find two amounts. The first one is the volume. This is the formula of the volume. Volume, how much space inside. The second formula, the new one, the surface area. This is its formula. You need to memorize it and apply it. The surface area means the area of all of the faces here. How many faces we have? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like the room you are inside, the box. The surface area is 2 length width, 2 length height, 2 width height. If you have the length and the width and the height, you can find the volume and you can find the surface area following the formulas. Now, if you don't have any questions about this idea, let's take example from the book. Any questions, guys? Any questions, please?
Mister, this is the هذا formula, or it can be no something إشي غير يعني.
something إشي غير زي إيش يعني؟
يعني هالفورمولا زي
نلعب إحنا؟
لا زي value equals to length
إحنا
by
قاعدين
width
بنلعب؟
by it.
إحنا
لا
بنلعب؟
مستر بس بدي
I'm
أفهم
asking you
بتأكد.
يا ابني I'm asking you. ماشي تتأكد من إيش؟ أنا مش حكيت هاي فورمولا؟
أوكي خلاص شكرا.
When we use this formula, when?
With its surface area.
Yes. When we use this formula in the black, when we use it?
And the value.
In the volume. So we have 2 formulas. You need to memorize and apply. That's all.
Okay, I'm memorizing it.
ما في شيء ما انه ممكن يكون شيء لا this is math determined formulas you need formula stick with it خلاص. Example 1. Any questions, guys, before we start?
Mister, can I answer?
No, I have other students يا ابني.
Okay.
Any questions, guys, before we start? Brahim, did I answer you?
No. I want to do for me mute.
Did I answer your question yet? طيب. Else. Done. Let's do example 1 now together. We are on example 1, page 400, I think 96, I'm not sure. Read يا عمرو يلا.
Yes, mister.
Guys, we are on example 1, page 496. Read يا ابني.
Okay. A rectangular prism has a length of 10 centimeters, a width of 6 centimeters, and a height of 8 centimeters. Draw and label a net to represent the rectangular prism.
Now, what is the net, guys? Before we continue. The net is, this is your rectangular prism. You need to get, the Caesar, the magas.
Yeah.
You need to cut all the rectangles and make like a net, like this one. This is this, okay? To find its area. But I give you what? The formula. This formula gives you the surface area directly without making the net. The net means to find the area of each face alone. Then you add the whole areas, okay? But we will not use this idea. We will find the surface area directly using the formula. So let's go to example 1. See example 1, Yabni?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's draw the example here. I will draw the rectangular prism which is given. And let's find its surface area using the formula which I gave it to you. What's the length, Yabni?
10.
10 what?
10 centimeters.
10 centimeter. The width?
6.
6 what?
6 centimeters.
احكي هيك.
Okay.
6 centimeters. The height?
8 centimeters.
8 centimeters. Good. Now what the question wants? The question wants what, yeah, mister? The surface?
Area.
Area. Surface? Area. Do you know the formula?
Yeah.
يلا هات نشوف.
2 multiply L multiply with length
2
multiply
multiply length multiply width plus
2 plus 2 length multiply height plus
length
2
multiply height plus 2 multiply
plus 2 width multiply height
equal under equal. I know the length, I know the width, I know the height. Just apply the formula. لا تخربط. هاي الفورمولا. Equal. يلا. 2 multiply length how much?
length 10
multiply width how much?
6
يلا أسرع. Plus 2 comes down. Multiply length how much?
10
Again. Multiply height how much?
8
plus 2 multiply width how much?
6
multiply
height 8
how much? It is 8. Equal under equal. Now multiply first, then add 2 by 10, 20.
2 by 10 20 26
120. نعم.
I thought it was yeah
Don't think. ما هاي المشكلة. I think. انتوا لا تفكروا. 2 by 10 how much?
2 by 10 20
multiply 6 ها
120
ايوه ركز يلا plus 2 by 10 20 multiply 8 160 plus 2 by 6 12 by 8 96 add 120 plus 160 plus 96 120 plus 160 280 right?
Yeah.
Plus 96 6 7 1 3 376. What's the unit?
Centimeter squared.
Centimeter squared because
it's surface area.
This is example 1. Now let's go to the book. The book, what the book did, guys? The book cut all the faces. See how many faces we have here, guys, in the book? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the one behind 6. Okay. Now we have 6 faces, and here, look here, guys. He cutted, or the book cutted this rectangular prism and make it here in the second page, each face alone. Okay. Each face alone means this one and this one, the base and the floor, and these 2 smaller faces to the left and to the right, and these, the 4 faces are the faces around. If you count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we have 6 faces here. Then they calculated what? The surface area, right? They calculated the surface area. They don't calculate the surface area. They just make the net only. Okay. But what we did here, me and Amr, the same rectangular prism, we found the surface area directly. Okay. That's all, guys. By the way, I think this formula is not exist in the book. Let me check, wallah. Let me check. Yeah, it does not exist in the book. So copy this formula in your book, please, and use it to find the surface area of any rectangular prism always. I'll send it to your inbox after a while. Now, I will stop here for today, and tomorrow, inshallah, we will do more. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Goodbye.